Hey there, weekly check-in time. Today is June 27th, 2022. And starting off with what went well last week and what didn't go well last week. So for me, what went well is I've been trying to read more, which I've been doing a lot of. Even more fiction, which is great because I typically don't make time to read fiction, but it's been a good way to wind down in the evening. And I've been taking notes on books, which is good. I went snorkeling and hung out with a bunch of fishes, which was awesome. I made some art. I've been consistent and just really refining like my systems for getting stuff done to make sure that they're super simple. What didn't go well is my knee is still hurt. I'm still fighting this underlying cold or sinus thing that I've had for a few months now. Hopefully it's on its way out. And I was really triggered this week by what's going on in the US with the Supreme Court decision, because part of the reason why I have PTSD is from being controlled, and this decision wasn't just about a woman's rights to her body, but about control and power and control. And like my brain, like I'm a big picture thinker and I connect the dots between a bunch of different things. So all I want to say about this is keep it on your radar for how else people are being, not just women, but people are being controlled and how their rights are being taken away. Even especially, children and marginalized people. Look for the connections between how others are trying to control them and tell them what they can and cannot do. Because this is setting precedent for that. And you may not think it affects you, but it might. So that was an unexpected thing that triggered me and made me lose time. Somebody's pulling up. I also had some really bad interactions with customer service, which is like one of my pet peeves. Okay. So it is the last week of June, heading into July. What are the top 3 things you want to give your time, energy, and attention to? So obviously extra self-care. And Liz and Molly just shared like a cartoon post. Like when things are bad is not the time to implement self-care. You should be doing self-care every day so that your system has more capacity to deal with things. So that's why I emphasize it so much, and that's why I coach people on how to make it part of their everyday routine. And I am continuing to work on my course objectives and topics and adding stuff to my lit review. But a really main goal for this week is to get the content creation for July planned out, because like right now I'm doing these weekly check-in videos for myself and my trauma-informed solutions page. I'm also creating content, both math is fun and like tutorial videos for my Calm Math page, but I want to start creating content for my Calm Conflict program, so look forward to that. I need to get that all planned out for the month. What do you want to do before the month ends, and what can you push off into July? So Like I mentioned, getting the topics planned that I'm going to cover for the next month is important. And I need to revisit my summer planning, just check in with my goals, see where I'm at, what do I need to focus on, what can I kind of put on a back burner. And definitely in July, my website is going to be a priority. I have like a running to-do list of stuff I want to work on. But every time I get an idea, I just add it to the list, so it's pretty long right now. What intention are you setting in for your week, and what can you do to support that? So I looked up the word intention on Wiktionary, and the main definition is like a goal or purpose behind a set of actions, tension or straining, stretching, bending towards something. And another definition is process of healing a wound. And I just really loved that definition. Yeah, so be consistent. That's kind of been my theme for the month, is just to be consistent with what I'm doing with my routines and my content creation and my reading. So I feel like that's working pretty well. What do you want to connect or reconnect with this week? And myself. There's parts of me that I'm like, oh, I don't have time for that. And I made art this week, and I don't know if you know, but I used to be a professional artist, and like that's all I did was sell original paintings, mixed media, watercolor, acrylic, and I survived like that for a while. So I kind of put art on the back burner for a long time because it does take a long time to create things, and you know, going to grad school and trying to work to survive and being a single mom like takes up a lot of time too. But art is also very mindful, so I might try to aim for like doing one art project per week. I have been like getting my creative needs met by working on my website, and obviously taking photos is a very quick way to be creative and share the world through my eyes. So I do that, but actually like painting or digitally coloring is something I want to make a little bit of time for in my week. And getting into the salt water has been really wonderful. So I'm going to try to do that like at least once a week. It's hard because it's summer in South Florida and it's really busy. So I'm trying to go like on off times or when there's not a lot of people around. Because I do have an immune deficiency and I am still very COVID cautious. Okay, so what is a habit or a routine you're going to nurture this week? For me, that would be active recovery and work and play. So like both mentally and physically. I know, here's a bunny rabbit over there. I know that I need like a certain amount of time to shut down at night, and listening to an audiobook or creating art or doing things like that help my brain to kind of like decompress so I can go to sleep. But physically, like when I haven't been feeling good or when I get really stressed out, my heart rate variability really tanked with the stress from last week. So physically, it doesn't mean like sit and be lazy and do nothing. It means doing like restorative things, like gentle yoga or going for a walk around the block, or like a short hike, like a 1 mile hike. That can be, or Tai Chi, Those kind of things can be restorative, but still movement. So I'm trying to do those every day. And journaling, I know I say make sure to journal and then I don't do it. And it's because it's hard and it makes you face, you know, the things that you don't want to say out loud. And that's why it's important to do it, because it gets you out of your head. And I'm a thinker, like I am totally in my head. So I need to get into my feelings more so they don't hijack my body. Because if I avoid my feelings, and if you avoid your feelings, it'll stay in your body, and that'll come out as physical pain and, you know, other symptoms that you really don't want to deal with. So I do need to spend more time journaling. And last question, what will help you to be your best self this week? So I think just be mindful in each moment. I don't know where I heard this, but productivity is not so much how much you get done, but how present you are in each moment. So that's something I've been trying to nurture. Avoiding triggers, meaning not doom scrolling or looking at the news. And not getting into, like right now for me, I tried to add to the conversation last week, and that it might have been helpful for other people, but it was not helpful for me. And I'll make another video on this particular topic, like when is it okay to share? When is it not okay to share? But I have some thoughts on that. I'll make another video on that, and probably link it below. And also changing what isn't serving me. So if something isn't working for me, if it's not making me feel good, if it's not helping me get to where I want to go or get my work done, then I don't have to do it. So those are my things. And if you are interested in coaching around self-care or conflict, trauma, stress, let me know. And or even if you need like math tutoring or math mindset coaching, also let me know that. Yeah, I'm gonna go check out, there's like a little wetland over there I'm gonna go check out. I'm in Justin Wilson Park in Palm City. So I'm going to decompress, have my outdoor time before I get to work today. So I hope you have a wonderful week. Take care.